What's cracking with y'all, man? It's your man King Howie back with another video. And congratulations. Congratulations to the Minnesota Vikings. Um oh my God. Damn, dog. Season is over. The season is over. Had plenty of opportunities to win this game. Um, the Vikings was making a lot of mistakes early. Defense was doing their job getting 3-and-outs, and the offense just didn't do their job good enough. Started off pretty good. Started off pretty good. And then we abandoned the run game. Equanimeous St. Brown was really a huge key factor for the offense flowing the way it was flowing. Then all of a sudden he gets hurt. We lose David Bakhtiari. Have to bring in Jason Spriggs. We lose a couple of other offensive linemen. And then the whole aspect of the game just turns upside down. Aaron Rodgers. Is something still fucking wrong with your shoulder, bruh? Are some screws loose up there where you had the surgery on your collarbone? Because you have not been throwing the ball like you used to, man. And that was one of the problems I thought about coming into this year. How strong will his arm be? To me, his arm is throwing a ball in the dirt on drag routes. I don't understand it, man. Can't get the ball to the... Shout out to Davante Adams, man, reaching 1,000 yards. Another 10 touchdown season, 3 years in a row. So congratulations to you, man. Probably the biggest spotlight on the offense besides Aaron Jones is probably Davante Adams. I don't understand what's the problem with. Yeah, I know Jimmy Graham had the thumb injury, but I'm just talking and the knee injury. But I just don't understand how him and Aaron Rodgers are not cohesive with each other in this offense. A lot of passes that hit Jimmy Graham's hands, he drops. It feels like we got Jermichael Finley again. Special teams, another big mistake. Tramon Williams. We couldn't get no turnovers. Jair Alexander started the game off pretty well, but then once Stephon Diggs figured him out, he started getting burnt. I don't even think Aaron Rodgers threw over 200 yards this game. I know he had one touchdown pass, but oh my God. This shit is terrible, man. Shout out to the Vikings. Shout out to your squad, Lamont. This just isn't our year. And I knew that. I was well aware of that coming into the season, that I knew that this season was going to be a trial and error type of season. And so far, we have been seeing nothing but errors this season. We're out of the playoffs. The Seattle Seahawks beat the Panthers and the Eagles beat the Giants, and we needed those two teams to lose, or if they won, we had to win. So with everything in conclusion now, I think we still got a Monday night game. I think the Texans is playing, but season is done. And I blame Aaron Rodgers. Just plain and simple. This whole season right now, I'm blaming Aaron Rodgers. Blaming Mike McCarthy too, but really I'm blaming Aaron Rodgers. He the one on the field. And you could just, if you look at all of the teams that's, ahead in the divisions, got good records, the offense is just different from what we run. It looks like the Green Bay Packers are. When did the pistol offense come into play? I'm trying to remember, when did the pistol offense come with Jim Harbaugh and Colin Kaepernick? Once we seen that, oh my God, all of these notifications. Once we seen that, the Packers just never adapted to how the NFL was evolving as far as like skilled personnel on the offensive side of the ball. This offense has just been stuck on being Aaron Rodgers reliant since we won the Super Bowl. Nothing has changed. Of course, with the injuries being a big part of the problem with this team, like, who knows? This game could have had a different outcome if Randall Cobb would have played. This offense could have had a different outcome if Jimmy Graham was healthier. You know what I'm saying? So this team has just been garbage this whole year. Another game on the road, we couldn't win, which I was expecting to see happen. So this team just doesn't have it. They just don't got it. I think the next game we play is Arizona. I think we play Arizona next, and right after that, I think we play the Falcons. I think the two home games. The Falcons have been looking like trash, and the Arizona Cardinals are 2-9. So I don't know what to say about this team no more. Like I told y'all before in my last video, we lose this game, it ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? As of now, Packer Nation is just sitting back watching who's going to go in the playoffs and who's going to win the Super Bowl. And everybody was, a lot of the analysts and critics were really hoping that the Green Bay Packers would have won this game. By us losing to the Vikings, this has now determined the tiebreaker, which is another big disadvantage for us going into the postseason, which is, the lights is off. I'm telling you guys right now, store is closed. It's time to go home. This game right here probably has solidified Mike McCarthy being fired. Shout out to my boy Sean Lakes, huge Dallas Cowboys fan. He's been saying this for the last 4 years. Man, y'all need to fire Mike McCarthy just like we need to fire Jason Garrett. But Cowboys look like they have they got better talent on their team than what we have. My main question right now is, does Brian Gutekunst have a plan after observing what he's seen this season? And I'm talking about from scout team, which I think our scout team is like the worst in the NFL. I don't know where the hell they be finding these fucking guys from. Training staff, why can't we be healthy? Why are we injured all the time? How come we can't get our guys back in time? Coaching, we already know what's expected with that. And the decisions the front office is going to make. So Brian Gutekunst, I think he has a lot to think about on the direction he wants to take this team, and Aaron Rodgers has a lot to think about because even though his numbers look good, you know what I mean, 20 touchdowns, 1 interception, over 3,000 yards, but it's not. It looks good, but it's not what Aaron Rodgers would prefer. You know, um, at this point in time, I don't even think Aaron Rodgers is going to throw 30 touchdowns this year. This might be maybe 27, 28 touchdowns thrown this year. Um, this is just, to be truthfully honest, I'm kind of happy. I'm happy. I'm not happy that we lost the game. That's where I'm being a Debbie Downer at right now. This we lost the game, but going into the future, I'm happy to see some things change. And obviously, from watching this game, things have to change. We have to get Mike Pettin better people on defense. Like, shout out to Jair Alexander. I was really skeptical on him. I'm still skeptical on him. He played real well the first half, but then after that, things just got out of his control. I hope Kentrell Bryce is okay after suffering that crazy hit that knocked him out the game. Trevor Davis got hurt. Just a lot of guys went down when we really needed them the most going into the second half. Terrible play call on a 4th and 1. I think that really changed the dynamic of the game when we didn't get the 4th and 1. I don't know what kind of play call that was, and I don't understand what kind of run that was. Like, come on, Aaron Jones, you just fall short of the first down marker, man. You had plenty of opportunity to jump or do something, spin to get the first down, and you just lay down on the ground. This whole letting the play clock tick down to 3, 2, 1, then you snapping the ball or call a play. Can we get out of that? Can we get out of that? Can we please stop doing that? I'm getting tired of getting delay of games and then wasting timeouts. It makes no fucking sense. Y'all got 40 freaking seconds to get a play call in, but no. Aaron Rodgers want to sit there and hear all the information coming through the headset, surveying the fucking defense. For what if the play is not going to be executed the way it's supposed to be executed? We started off quick, tempo was going, then we slowed down. Got stagnant in the third quarter. Mistakes. This was a huge loss for us this season. It pretty much sums up how things have been, and it pretty much sums up how things will be for the rest of the season until, changes come during free agency time and draft time. But that's what I'm excited about, what this team is going to do in the future. I'm pretty much willing to go out on a limb and say we're going to suck next year too. We just don't. It's going to take time, you know what I'm saying, building around this $134 million bill that we got to pay one guy. And knowing that Gutekunst supposedly supposed to be an aggressive guy, allegedly, he's supposed to be this aggressive guy in free agency and in the draft, making moves. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what kind of moves he's going to make. But this game right here takes the cake. We are now 4-6-1. We're now battling for last place against the damn Detroit Lions, which is just freaking sad to say, considering that this team should be better than this. It should be the other way around. It should be 6-4-1. That's what it should be. But apparently, this team just can't cut it this year. Young wide receiver core, young running back, young on the defense. A lot of new faces on the defense. Um, Surprisingly, some guys have stepped up. And you just start thinking about, damn, what if we would have got T.J. Watt? You know what I mean? You just start thinking about that. Damn, what if we would have just got Reggie Ragland? What if we would have drafted him? You know what I'm saying? Guys that are doing well, but defensive line couldn't do anything to stop Kirk Cousins. He just picked that defense apart real easily, threw over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Could have had more. Could have threw for more touchdowns against this team. But I love the Green Bay Packers, man. That's never going to change. I've been loving the Green Bay Packers before Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. I'll be loving them after Aaron Rodgers and after Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. So it's just sad to see the type of season that Aaron Rodgers is going through. It's like shocking. It really is. It really is an eye opener. Where this guy has been excused from a lot of the problems that the Packers have been dealing with in the past, but now you have to hold him accountable. I could say that Aaron Rodgers has set this team back, has limited this team somewhat due to him having limitations. It just don't look like he's throwing the ball like he should be. A lot of the passes that he's throwing is just like, dude, really? You throwing a ball in the dirt? You overthrowing a wide open receiver? Your accuracy is off. Your decision making and awareness is shaky in the pocket. You're holding on to the ball too long. The pocket is collapsing and you just still sitting back there. You're not as quick as you used to be. So with the offense needing to evolve, Aaron Rodgers needs to evolve. He cannot play the same way he's been playing. The shit that's been getting him by, throwing with his feet off the ground, all that shit got to change. He has to change all of those mechanics up. With the offensive plays that's being called being so basic and generic, with no pop, no sizzle, no flair, no flavor, none of that. It's like Aaron Rodgers is, I don't know what he's doing, man, to be truthfully honest. It looked like that's what he's trying to play like. He's trying to play like we're calling those plays, but we're not calling those type of plays. And I could say that it looks like some plays he gives up on, where he's just like, oh, it ain't nothing. Screw it. Throw it out of bounds. He was throwing to the check down early in the game, and then come second half, he's just not willing to do it. Besides this game, it could have been worse. To be truthfully honest, this game could have been worse. It could have been 28, 31, 14. It could have been worse. As of now, Mike McCarthy has 5 games left on the season before he's letting that door hit him with a good Lord split him. So who knows the demeanor and attitude of Aaron Rodgers after this game? Will he be motivated enough to still play at a high level, or will he just nonchalantly just, play the season out as if like he's getting ready for next year? I wouldn't be shocked if the Packers started letting some of the rookie quarterbacks get time to play. A lot of fans out there right now. Shout out to KDG. He's live right now. You know, I'm looking at some of the comments, and a lot of the fans like what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, maybe this wasn't our year. Maybe, you know, the stars weren't aligned in our favor this year. But this is an eye-opener. You know, once being the dominant team of the division and now seeing it, you know, switch a couple of hands in favor of the Vikings and now the Chicago Bears. A few years ago, the Detroit Lions were trying to, you know, take the reins of the division as well, but this season right here has just been a complete shit show. I mean, from the Mike McCarthy crap, the Aaron Rodgers crap, and just overall team performance on road games has just been terrible. Like I said in the previous video, we almost lost to the fucking 49ers. Who knows how that game would have went if Jimmy Garoppolo wouldn't have been hurt. We probably would have lost that game too. Shout out to Tom Grassi, to all of you guys that seen his Sunday night commercial that came on before the game. It was pretty exciting to see, but ain't nobody gonna give a damn about that shit after this season. But shout out to him anyway, man. Shout out for getting on TV, but ain't nobody gonna remember that shit, man. Only people that's gonna remember that is gonna be, you know, those people that, you know, tune into his channel and whatnot. But that shit didn't matter. It was cute, but it didn't matter. This season has been garbage, and I literally spell that GARBITCH, garbage. That's how this season has been. I'm expecting to get tormented by Viking fans and Bears fans, because I've been talking a lot of shit over the years about both those teams, so it's well deserved. Only question I have to ask right now is, where do we go from here? Shout out to all the subscribers. This is your man, King Howie. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And hopefully I'll see y'all next week, man. Hopefully I'll see y'all next week. I'm going to have to build up some hope. I'm going to have to build up a galvanizing moment to do another Packer video. Once again, shout out to you, Lamont. Well deserved. I pretty much knew that shit wasn't gonna happen once in this game. I mean, it looked good at the beginning. It looked good, but you see the results. Packers lose 24-17 to the Minnesota Vikings, and go Pack, go, man. Yeah, home.